Hello, 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 and welcome back to the channel. And as always, and after last week, doing the auction houses top 10 of the most expensive banknotes sold, here we go to eBay. And this time again, we don't have as much as a Chinese presence and in the past. So we start with number 10. And this went for above $5,000, so 5,100. Um, $1 Canadian. I think this is still the Devil one. The Devil's Face one from 1954. It's BCGS 63, so uncirculated. But look, the serial number here on this one, and that's why it went for such a high price, is 225, even if it's miscut and all of that. So still a huge amount for such a banknote. I wouldn't pay so much for this. And continuing what we had in the auction house is another banknote from Persia, this time a color specimen, um, color trial specimen from the PIC 14. Beautiful banknote, PMG 64, was sold for $5,400. We continue, and this will be very heavy on the specimens this month of November. One of the most prolific sellers here on eBay, Mona Lisa Mondo. They sold this specimen. They had a lot of specimens, and I think they still do at the moment in auction. This one from the 185 Hong Kong dollars, $5,800 in PMG 64. And we go again, the same seller for color trial specimen. He probably, I think, Mona Lisa Mondo, they bought some collection of mostly specimens and color specimen. So this one from the 100 Kuna, you can see clear that's missing letters and numbers. This one sold for $6,200. And we go now to Franz. Franz doesn't appear here often for various reasons. I think the most expensive of the banknotes, they don't even appear, and there's not a lot of middle ground, because then you go into already the medium. So there's not like a high to, I would say that there are banknotes that are super premium, so Zanzibar and all that stuff, that appear in auctions. Then there's like a high amount, is was mostly the ones that appear here on this list. And then there's like the medium, which is what exists in France. So medium and premium. There's no high, in my opinion. This one is maybe an exception. Big 61A. This is still from the 19th century, in extremely good condition, especially for a French paper banknote. Sold for $6,300, so £5,000. And we go for a Canadian banknote. I don't know much about it. It's one of these regional or banknotes, regional banknotes from the Bank of Halifax. This one was sold for best offer at around 7,000 something. Looks beautiful. Looks like in a poor condition, but yeah, this was the fifth most expensive one. Fourth most expensive one is a specimen, and it's signed there. Um, there were quite a few of these, so this was the last one sold for $10,000. Big Six. This banknote is not really rare in issued format, especially if you're looking for lower grades like very fine or fine. But this one in specimen sold for an absolutely stunner, $10,000. 11,000 or a bit less than 11,000 go for this one. Although this might be, and I say might be, a missell or something, a fake sell. I mean, I'm not really seeing why this one went for this amount. Maybe the date, 1941 or so. But yeah, this is a banknote that I wouldn't say goes for this amount. And like I said, I cannot really make a good control of what is. I exclude some of them from time to time. This one I could not be sure. Second most expensive one comes from the Philippines, the PIC 3B in fine. This was accepted for less than $18,000, which is a lot for, I think, month of November, it's beating records for sale of banknotes, both in auctions as well as here. Yeah, so one of the earlier picks from the Philippines, and this was sold by Philippines, My Philippines, which I had never heard about. So Wildcard is actually a bundle of two Canadian dollars, rare condition. Not sure why this was sold, but it was something weird about this sale here. Anyway, most expensive one. This time, again, the same seller, Philippines, also very fine. Pick number 4 for 50 pesos. Again, banknote that I had never seen before being on auction. This one was sold for less than 22,000, but still an amazing price for such a banknote. And that's it for this month. We'll come back next year probably for another top 10. I will do some videos, at least one, with some acquisitions recently. But that's going to be it. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.